To be good in the so-called big spots, it comes down to talent. You know, to constantly perform under pressure in big games means you have a lot of talent. And Tom Brady has that talent. He is a tremendous pocket quarterback. In other words, he knows how to maneuver. He might be slow when it comes to running, but in the pocket, he's as fast as he gets in the NFL. And here he is in year 17? He throws the ball better right now than he did his first couple years in the league. I have watched him go through many progressions as a thrower. And right now, he is in the best one that he's had in his whole career. He is accurate, great touch, and when he needs to throw the fastball, he can let it go.
That's high praise considering we're talking about Tom Brady. I know you love cliches like next level. So how did Matt Ryan take his game this year to the next level?
Well, offense, of course, never underestimate talent in the scheme that you run. But I think he just said, the heck with it. He really got used to running Kyle Shanahan's offense.
Yep.
He did that. But I think he changed himself, too. I know he worked really hard on his throwing during the whole offseason, trying to become a better thrower, to be more accurate, to have a little more power. And I'll tell you the other thing that's going to be that New England has actually got to be worried about. And Matt Ryan running the football.
He's a sneaky good athlete.
Yes. And I've said this earlier. You know, if you don't run as a quarterback nowadays, I don't care who you are. You could be the slowest guy at the position that's ever been there. You still need to run to pick up 3 yards, but you need to run to open space when the line parts the way, move into it, then you look for the receiver. And Matt Ryan has really done a great job doing that this year.
Now, this offense is a juggernaut. I could argue and will that it's the best in the NFL.
I think it is.
Yeah. Well, this is what to me makes the Super Bowl fun. I think it's the best offense in the NFL. You agree. And I got to give you credits, okay? You were beyond ahead of the curve on the Patriots defense being the best in the National Football League. You've been saying that on the NFL and CBS for a long time. What makes them so good? How do they match up with Matt Ryan?
Well, what makes them good? Look, discipline, either do it or they'll put you on the bench. Let's see. Name guys. Malcolm Brown, first-round draft pick from Texas. They benched him. Jabal Sheard was having a great year, making all these plays. What happened? He made some mistakes. They benched him. Hey, they benched Malcolm Butler, one of the best corners in the NFL, because he wasn't doing his job exactly how they wanted it done. So you play your role and you do it well, or you find yourself on the bench. That's, to me, is the number one key to their success as a team, as a franchise, and why Bill Belichick has had such a great run. Just that. They're disciplined. They're physically better than we all give them credit for, because what do we want to talk about with the Patriots?
Obviously, Belichick
and Brady.
Yeah.
We forget about. They got a way above average secondary, very smart, and they all can play different positions.
Is that why it flies under the radar? Because we're all guilty of it. It's Belichick,
Yes.
It's Brady, it's Belichick, it's Brady. Those DBs, we had Devin McCourty on Time to Shine. I mean, listening to him talk, he said, we want to get the ball back for the best quarterback of all time.
That's awesome.
I mean, the mentality is great. And here's a guy who was a corner. Now he's playing safety. They're all physical. They're smart. They understand the system. This is kind of Bill Belichick's dream.
Well, you said it all. They're all physical, because if you don't tackle, you hit the bench. And usually you're on your way off the team.
Sure.
So you got to be a good tackler, which they are great. Their technique is tremendous. Tried to point that out in the championship game a lot. And being smart. To do so many different things and learn multiple positions, you got to be smart at them. I mean, everybody thinks football players are just these big, strong dummies. I mean, when you play for some of these teams like Atlanta, these two teams are great examples. Atlanta and New England, you have to be smart, and you got to learn more than one position. Otherwise, you won't get on the field.
Now, you said on Championship Sunday, on camera with Jim Nantz, you said, look, Patriots going to take Le'Veon Bell away.
Right.
Here's the game plan. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what they're going to do. So Bill, obviously, what he does in big games takes away what you do best.
Right.
Cliche, but true. To me, that says Julio Jones.
It's not a cliche, because everybody says, well, doesn't every team do that? No. You have to have a team that's willing to do different stuff to take people away. Most teams are, we're going to play this is what we do, and this is what we do against everybody, because this is who we are. Well, Belichick is, we are who we are this week because we're playing this team.
Right.
So there's a big difference, but go ahead.
So how do they take away Julio Jones? And is that the guy they take away?
I'm sure they would love to. This is going to be the toughest matchup of taking away a guy that he's had.
Wow.
Because go ahead and double team him. And when you double team Julio Jones, we've seen it. that Matt Ryan is willing to throw the football to all the other receivers. And that's the running backs, the tight ends, and Mohamed Sanu, whoever. It doesn't matter. If they get one-on-ones, he will not even look Julio's way, and he'll throw to the other guys. I even saw him in a few games, because I watched quite a bit of their tape, that Julio Jones had one-on-one. And you think, oh, he's going to throw it to Julio Jones. He ended up throwing it to Mohamed Sanu. So it's not like, oh, when he's one-on-one, we're going to throw it to him every time. But it's going to be different for the Patriots because of all these other guys, all the formations, and the complexity of the Atlanta offense, and their run game is a whole other story too. These two running backs running as hard as anybody in the NFL, and we'll see. This is going to be a great matchup watching some of these collisions between the linebackers and safeties, secondary of the Patriots against Atlanta's running backs.